Tonight, many of your favorite touristic attractions are increasing security.
And a state of emergency has pushed France towards passing a new anti-terrorism law.
Also, WCU students and faculty aren't too happy with game day parking. Murrow News 8 starts right now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Brittany McIntosh.
And I'm Derek Baker. Welcome to Murrow News 8. Two sisters are back in home Spokane after surviving the Las Vegas concert shooting on Monday. While at the scene, Felicia Lopez was filming her favorite singer on her phone when Felicia's sister leaped on top of her to protect her from gunfire. Neither Lopez nor her sister were hurt. Although it's been 2 days since the shooting, Lopez and her sister are still wearing their concert wristbands and are planning to get matching tattoos in honor of the victims. Because of recent shootings around the country, you can expect to see more security at local theme parks, hotels, and even festivals. You'll also see an increase in price to cover the cost. Safety is the main concern for top-notch companies. Gary McCann, a country music festival producer, believes every venue around the world is reviewing its security plans after seeing this type of evil. I don't think there's a way to stop it all. Companies like Disney even added walk-through metal detectors and enhanced security checks. The gunman in Las Vegas shooting owned a little-known gadget called the bump stock. The device attaches to semi-automatic weapons to mimic a fully automatic weapon. The bump stock was originally created to make it easier for people with disabilities to shoot a gun, but has not been widely sold until recently. The Las Vegas shootings brought attention to these guns attached that critics say violate federal restrictions on automatic weapons. While this device does not necessarily make a gun more lethal, it does allow more shots to be fired more quickly.
A new church has landed right here in Pullman and is welcoming students and community members of all backgrounds. Jay Slaughter is here first with your next possible church home.
The Greater Victorious Church, pastored by Bishop Perkins, is one of Pullman's newest churches. The church is housed inside of another church, but that does not stop the message the pastor hopes to deliver.
Amen. And think about how you and Jesus Christ interact with each other. And this song says victory belongs to Jesus. Amen. Thank you so much.
Right here in Pullman, at the Presbyterian Church, where the Greater Victorious Church holds service every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Because we feel like we can worship in a space that doesn't judge us, and like we could worship in a way that we're used to back home without feeling pressured to suppress the way we worship.
Many African American students from all over Washington attend the university here in Pullman, but have a hard time finding a Christian pastor they feel comfortable around. Although in its first few months of service, the congregation has grown each service, welcoming a new guest week after week. Guests come to pray, worship, and dance, and even get the chance to testify in front of everyone.
And once this has come around, it's like I said, it's satisfying. Like you feel comfortable.
Pastor Perkins, a Texas native, was given a sign to come back to Pullman, and he followed.
The Lord actually dealt with me about coming back to Pullman. I was here 25 years ago on campus as a result of an invitation from a doctoral student.
Jay Slaughter, Murrow 8 News.
The number of alcohol referrals at Washington State University is up more than 100 within the last year. According to crime reports from 2014-2016, alcohol and drugs were used the top two offenses, while the number of incidents did see an increase in number of arrests, actually saw a decrease from 2015-2016. Some of those alcohol referrals are from students using fake IDs. I talked to local businesses and officials about what is being done about this issue.
To be 21 sounds like a dream, but when you fake it till you make it, doesn't always turn out quite like it seems.
It was after rugby practice, and I was going to buy a six-pack at a gas station, and he just obviously knew it was fake. He actually said that he was going to take it, and then he also said he was going to call the cops, so I ran.
Students at WSU have been using fake IDs for years at bars, restaurants, and even local grocery stores. But what they might not realize is how dangerous it really can be.
So next time you're thinking of picking up one of these through fake ID, you might end up in some handcuffs.
Usually we'll confiscate the ID, book that into evidence, and arrest someone for the fake ID, which is a gross misdemeanor. Typically what that looks like is putting them in handcuffs, putting them in the car, and then you write them a criminal citation and then let them go after that.
Local businesses that sell alcohol try to keep their employees up to date with the newest ID policies.
First, we have a booklet which gives us all the updated IDs out, and then it's kind of just through experience. So the guy who was at the door before me when I first started 2.5 years ago, he had been doing it for like 5 years, and he kind of taught me everything.
Recently, with school starting up again and home football games every weekend, local businesses are finding an increase in fake ID usage.
And on game days, we'll generally get say like last weekend on Friday I got 6, but we definitely do get kids coming in with their parents and then they try using them, and then the parents usually laugh when they do get taken because like I told you it wasn't going to work.
Just waiting for that 21st birthday might seem like the right plan. Brittany McIntosh, Murrow News 8.
After the break, we'll discuss France's new anti-terrorism law.
And President Trump arrives in Puerto Rico.
No more pencils, no more books, no more teachers' dirty looks. School's out for summer. School's out forever. School's out with fever. School's out completely.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%. And it can happen in every place.
School's out for summer.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
France will approve a new anti-terrorism law intended to bring an end to the 2-year state of emergency. The emergency first started after the attacks on November 13, 2015, when the militants of the Islamic State killed 130 people in Paris. The law will incorporate easier searches of conflicting individuals and their homes without judicial approval. Authorities now will be allowed to mount security perimeters around places deemed at risk, like airports and railway stations. Mosques or other places of worship can also now be shut down if preachers are found promoting radical ideology.
Puerto Ricans say President Donald Trump visited the U.S. territory yesterday helps with recovery efforts. However, many are saying his comments are too politicizing.
Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack, because we've spent a lot of money on Puerto Rico, and that's fine. We've saved a lot of lives.
He later compared the devastation on the U.S. territory to that of Hurricane Katrina. Puerto Ricans say President Trump stopped by the island for 5 hours and only saw the good parts of the island. Recovery efforts in the capital are underway. Aid to the rural areas may take some time. More than 3,000 people from Puerto Rico arrive at Port Everglades in Florida to the efforts to flee the aftermath of the Hurricane Maria. Some of the people were two tourists who had been stranded on the island, while others were longtime residents from Puerto Rico, fleeing the only home they have ever known. Many of them say they hope to return when the island restores power and water in order to rebuild homes and schools. After the break, we'll tell you why restaurants nationwide are celebrating.
And I will be back to tell you about this week's weather forecast.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The sun is out, but the temperatures continue to feel like winter is on its way. Derek, what's going on with these temperatures?
Well, Brittany, as you can see, we had a pretty sunny day today. Temperatures around 51 degrees, but we did see a little bit of sunshine with highs of 61, so we were able to see a little bit of the sunshine peek through. Moving on to tomorrow, the residents of Pullman should see a spike in temperature with sunny skies, no clouds at all. In the morning, we'll see temperatures around 60 degrees with just a little bit of clouds maybe poking their way around, but by the afternoon, the sky should be nice and blue with temperatures and highs of 65. And for people who are spending Thursday for the late night studying, it'll be about 51 degrees later that night. Moving on to the Washington State map, as we can see, the west side of the state had a little bit of a higher temperature spike today, as 70 degrees in Olympia, down by Vancouver, where we have 72 degrees, and 72 and 69 in Wenatchee. As we go to our side of the state in Pullman and Spokane, we can see the temperature wasn't quite as high, but we still endured a nice set of sunshine. Moving on to the 5-day forecast, the Cougs this week are looking at a great day on Friday. We should have clear skies, sunny, with 69 degrees as the high, maybe a little bit of chillier temperatures as we get lower in the week. But unfortunately, we will see a drop in temperature as we head further into the week. We'll still get a great deal of sunshine, but unfortunately, the temperatures will drop. Back to you, Brittany.
When we come back, find out what the Grand WSU student and staff gave the university for the game day parking.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark.
That was awesome! Let's go again!
3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
WSU student, staff, and faculty voiced their displeasure with the university's decision to close campus parking before last Friday's football game. The Daily Evergreen conducted a survey asking 135 readers about their thoughts on the closure. The average satisfaction rating was a disappointing 2 out of 5, with most of the negative comments coming from students and faculty who did not have work or class canceled.
Well, today is National Taco Day. Many taco restaurants are celebrating with free tacos and specials. Last year, the Americans ate more than 4 billion tacos. Taco Bell's Taco Day deal is a limited edition taco gift. It includes 4 hard-shell tacos for $5, and the gift box comes with fan favorite tacos like nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, Fiery Dorito Locos, and the classic Crunchy. I know I'm hungry. What about you?
Well, I got to tell you, 2 things really stuck out to me: tacos and free. So I don't see how you can miss this great opportunity.
Always down for that, of course. I think that one, it sounds amazing. I think I would probably go for the nacho one. I've never tried it, but it sounds amazing.
Really?
All right, and thank you so much for watching. Join us every day at 7 and 10 for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great night, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter. Good night, Pullman.